Imagine walking into a room and already knowing you won't be chosen. Not for attention, not for love, not even for basic kindness. Now imagine feeling that every single day, not because of who you are, but because of how you look. This is the reality for a lot of women, and nobody really talks about it honestly.
I was 17 and I found the video on YouTube calling me the world's ugliest woman.
Okay, I get it. I'm ugly. I know this. I've been called ugly for my entire life.
I grew up having a lot of comments around my appearance, my nose, other features of my face, other features of my body. And so I was very insecure about my appearance for a very long time.
See y'all experience like being in Atlanta, like being ugly.
What's it what? Being ugly?
Yeah, like
you mean like it's getting ugly?
No, I'm saying like it's like a documentary. So like, what's y'all experience like in Atlanta, like being like ugly, like an ugly person, like. So, like, has anybody ever walked up to you and said that, like, you were ugly?
I was 17 and I found the video on YouTube calling me the world's ugliest woman.
But when she looked at the comments, her heart sank.
And I just sat there and scrolled through every single one because I was so desperate to find one person that was standing up for me. And I never found it. And when I looked out, my mom was like directly in my vision and she was just sitting there watching TV. And I knew if that video crushed me as much as it did, I couldn't imagine what it would do to her.
She could let this destroy her, but instead, she made a choice.
That's where the light was turned on for me. I'm not gonna sit here and let their words become the definition of who I am. You have your personality, you have your values, you have the things that mean the most to you, you have your dreams. Those things are what make you beautiful. The person that you are, not the person that you look like.
Yes, my features are, a mixture of my mother and my father and other, distant generations back. And so I carry their features because they are my blood. But again, God was the one who orchestrated the fact that I'll get my father's nose and his eyebrows. And his mouth, actually. A lot of my features are from my dad.
A lot of you have pointed this out, and the truth is, you're right. I've just been alone for so long that I just kind of accepted that that's the way it would always be. And I just tried to be happy alone, even though a lot of the time I'm not. That's fine. I'll never be everybody's cup of tea. Yes, I know that I don't fit the beauty standard most people are desiring. You don't need to tell me that. I've known that for my entire life.
I am fat and I am ugly. I am in my 40s, I have no partner, and I'm childless. My landlord sold my house, so I'm back living with my parents. A very fulfilling but very low paid job. Almost all my savings vanished when the pandemic hit because I was self-employed. I have barely any friends, and I have a mental health condition that makes me hate myself. I am very good at doing myself down, as you can probably tell. I do wish though that I could just have my moment. I want my moment. People say good things come to good people and working hard pays off, and I just feel like no, it doesn't. Of course, of the things I listed at the start, there are some things I can change, obviously. But yeah, I would like the universe to just go, she's a good person. She's a good person. Let's give her her good moment.
So I was just looking through the comment section of a video I uploaded 2 days ago, and I got a comment saying that I'm ugly and I'll never get a boyfriend. What possesses people to put things like that? I mean, I don't know. I understand people, I might not be everyone's cup of tea, but I don't understand why people have to be so mean. I've blocked this person now, but there was just no need for that. It's really mean to put a comment like that on someone's video, because I actually think about how it might affect people and the fact that it might upset people. You know, you don't bring looks into it.
There's an unspoken ranking system in society. Pretty privilege is real, and if you're not at the top of that scale, people treat you differently. Less patience, less kindness, less attention. You notice it in small ways. Being ignored in conversations, overlooked in dating, or not taken seriously. It's subtle, but it adds up. Over time, it gets internalized. You start to believe the silence, the rejection, the comparison, and suddenly, it's not just people don't find me attractive. It becomes I'm not worthy. You question everything, your value, your femininity, your ability to be loved. And that kind of self-doubt doesn't just stay on the surface. It seeps into every part of your life. And then comes the pressure to fix it. Because society doesn't just point out what it doesn't like, it sells you solutions, procedures, fillers, surgeries, transformations. And for some women, it feels like the only way to be accepted is to become someone else entirely. But here's the part we don't talk about enough. These choices can come with real risks. Some women go through painful recoveries, some deal with complications, and some don't make it out at all in pursuit of something society told them they were missing.
I'm about to cry because I've never felt like a proper girl or a girly girl or a proper woman because I've been called manly on the internet my whole life or very masculine because I never really learned how to do makeup. I just learned how to slap on fake eyelashes and filters, and I've been really ostracized online or in my real life for looking the way that I do. And I recently started making makeup videos this year, and I got rid of my male-based audience that was kind of following for my body. And to have like girlies and like women in my community or femme presenting people welcome me into the makeup community with open arms, saying like, here's how you can improve, or I see you're struggling with dry skin, dry lips too, or your health too, here's what I do. And like literally I've had followers Photoshop the makeup on my face that would like suit me better, be easier for me to do, like 10-minute makeup routine, show me step by step how to improve. And it's like, man, why was I pandering to men all this time? For money? For what? Like, no shade to anyone who does that too, by the way. I'm not shading. I just think like it's crazy to finally be in a place where like I feel accepted for my features, and like no one is gonna support you more than women are gonna support you, truly. Like, people teaching me how to do my eyeliner for the first time, or do like my lip products to suit my lips. I've been called manly and ugly and all these slurs by men online since I was a teenager, and like growing into my features and my self-esteem now, it's been so beautiful to be welcomed in by women. And I don't really know where I'm going with this, but I don't know, women are great. I'm really grateful. I'm really glad I made the change to like just not use my body for views anymore, and to make content about like financial transparency and like my goals and hopes in life with photography and all that stuff, you know?
38 years old, and I've never dated anyone. I've never had a boyfriend, and I used to be very heavy. I was almost 500 pounds, and I've lost 170 pounds. And with that weight loss has come a lot of confidence for wanting things that I long ago thought weren't possible for me, and dating is one of those things. I have been kissed before. I've had 2 kisses my entire life. They were when I was a teenager, little pecks, nothing salacious, nothing juicy. I want to know what it feels like to be loved. I want to know what it's like to be somebody's priority, and I want to know the feeling of caring about someone else that deeply. One of my goals was to go on a first date this year, and I don't know how to do it. It's kind of scary because I've been rejected from when I've shared my feelings before, and it's kind of scary to think about stepping out and doing that again, but it's worth trying, right? I thought about trying speed dating, just like get me into the habit of talking to someone and just learning how to make conversation, but I'm really nervous. I have went to the page to sign up twice and backed out. So I think if I tell you guys, then maybe I will actually do it.
Hey, my dear. I'm so sorry that you've had to ever go through anything like me. I don't wish this upon anybody. In regards to your self-esteem, I'm right there with you, honey. I don't have much either. But you know what? I force myself to. Because if we don't put ourselves out there, how can we ever shine?
Why are you mad that I'm ugly? How is my face that unattractive to the point that it's making you mad? Like, what is my face doing to you? When I was younger, I used to get bullied all the time because apparently I was ugly. But like, how do you expect me to look? I'm 11, bro. Do you want me to look like a supermodel? And don't even think about having a crush if people think you're ugly. Like, it is so humiliating. Like, when somebody asks you out as a joke and you just have to sit there and not say anything and just be like, I hate it, I hate it, I hate it, I hate it. It stuck with me so much. Even now, going outside when you're perceived as ugly feels like a humiliation ritual every day. Like, I used to be avoiding mirrors, avoiding pictures. I used to hate having my picture taken because I felt so ugly because I was bullied. And I am not compliment fishing with this video. It's just me talking about my experience because, I don't know, I was thinking about it. I guess being bullied has made me, like, more resilient to, like, hate and stuff on the internet because people can say literally anything to me and I will not flinch because it's not real. So, well, that's one upside to being bullied when you're ugly.
I've been seeing so many creators talk about their experience growing up chopped or growing up ugly, and I can relate, but I feel like I have such a different outcome than everybody else. So like, people talked about being bullied growing up, like even in high school, like I remember I felt so bad about myself. All the boys like said I was ugly. Like, I used to go in the school bathroom and look in the mirror and just cry. Like, I felt so ugly. I felt so bad about myself. So when I was like 17, I really went on like a self-love journey. I used to binge watch Brittany Lee and like self-help podcasts and self-love podcasts. And I really changed my mindset. I'm like, I have to, like, I used to just Google how to love yourself every day and binge watch podcasts, YouTube videos, movies, documentaries. Like, I'm like, I need to change my mindset. So it started from there. Then when I got into college and all the niggas was on my body, I'm like, oh no, I'm really the baddest bitch. They lied. Now I get the vacations. I think I've been on like 5 or 6 vacations this year alone. I get the random roses. I get the Cash Apps and the Apple Pays because I don't live my life with my head down because of what a bunch of losers told me about myself. I don't let people tell me I'm not worth it. I believe I'm worth it, and I go around other people who believe I'm worth it. And we rejoice in agreement.
Feeling ugly isn't just about mirrors. It's about how you shrink yourself in public, how you avoid photos, how you hesitate to speak up, how you assume rejection before anything even begins. It's exhausting carrying that weight every day. But the truth is, this isn't just about appearance. It's about a system that ties a woman's worth to how pleasing she is to look at. And when you don't find that mold, you're made to feel like you're the problem, instead of questioning the system itself. What if the problem was never your face, your body, or your features? What if the problem is that you were taught your value had to be seen to exist? Because there are women out here walking through life feeling invisible, not because they lack beauty, but because the world refuses to recognize it unless it feels a narrow definition. And that does something to you. It means you doubt your worth. It means you question your place. It makes you feel like you have to earn love instead of simply being deserving of it. But the reality is, no one should have to reshape themselves just to be treated like they matter. No one should feel like they're less than because they don't fit into a trend, a filter, or a standard that keeps changing. And maybe the most important thing to remember is this: feeling ugly isn't a life sentence. It's a story you've been told over and over again until it started to feel like truth. But it doesn't have to be.
Maybe you're not pretty. So what? I don't think the solution to us as women being overly preoccupied with whether or not we're attractive is to constantly be reassuring ourselves and each other that we are attractive. It's to stop caring about whether or not we're attractive. And I know this is a lot easier said than done, but like a lot of things, it gets easier if you get mad about it. We're not born with an innate predisposition to being overly concerned with superficial things or obsessing over the minute details of our appearance. Most men, when they have a breakout, are not reaching for the concealer to cover it up, and that's mostly not because they've gone on a self-help journey where they've learned how to love their acne, and if they even thought about it, they probably don't like it very much, but they don't feel the need to do anything about it because it's not taking up a bunch of space in their heads. And the reason that it's not is not because men are more high-minded than women, it's because they haven't been conditioned into the idea that this is of supreme importance to them. They're allowed to just be in whatever state they're in. And that's what I want for women. I want us to be free to be and to be not so burdened by concerns about our appearance. And I think a solution that involves learning to love the way you look or learning to see yourself as beautiful is kind of unachievable for a lot of people. And then when we struggle with it, it just deepens the feelings of inadequacy that we have. And also it kind of gives credibility to the idea that beauty is important. And I think that it would be more helpful to us to think about whether or not we're beautiful less. Being preoccupied with our looks because we think they're not good enough to being preoccupied with our looks because we're trying to reinterpret them as good enough is still just being preoccupied with our looks. I think what might be more productive and achievable is recognizing that you are living in a rigged system that has had to condition you into seeing how you look as a matter of supreme importance so that you will put mental space, emotional energy, and material resources into the matter. And get pissed off about it, because getting to a place of self-love might be really difficult, but getting angry at a system set up to screw you over and refusing to think the way it wants you to think can be really motivating, or at least I found it to be. You don't have to love yourself in order to stubbornly refuse to hate yourself. And I know, again, all of this is so much easier said than done, but it's definitely helped me because I spent most of my adolescence and young adult life refusing to wear shorts because I thought there was something wrong with the way my legs looked. And I live in a really hot part of the world as well, so I was unnecessarily uncomfortable and hindered for a lot of my life over a really superficial thing. And the thing that ultimately helped me get free of this was not deciding that actually my legs were beautiful or expanding the definition of beauty to include them. It was confronting the possibility that I might have really unsightly, unattractive legs that don't fit the beauty standard, but so what?
Thanks for watching. You can find the handles of these creators in my description box. If this resonated with you, I'd love to hear your thoughts. Have you ever felt this way? Let's talk in the comments. Lastly, don't forget to like and subscribe. And until the next time, bye.